Okay, I'm going to show you how to use ExamView in two different ways. So I'm going to take you through the first way and then the second way. So first you create a quiz and then you save it as usual. But then the other way you are going to export it as a link. And here are the two options, but I'm just going to focus on the first one, export as a study guide. For me, it's a practice quiz. So I'm going to call this practice quiz. And we are going to say OK. And then we are going to name it practice quiz. Save. Okay, now once it's saved, we're going to go to its learning. We are going to go to ePortfolio because we're going to create a link. You go to my files. You go to my web files because we're going to make a link so our students can have access so they can practice our quizzes over and over and over. I've already created a folder for us, BYOT. You can create whatever you want. I'm going to upload the file. There's two things I'll upload. I'll upload the link that we just made, practice quiz. That doesn't take long at all. And then we will also upload, create a new folder that's called practice quiz, but we have to do underscore files on the end. And this folder is going to contain all the images of our quiz. Otherwise, if we didn't do this, we would get red X's. So you're going to open up the folder you just created. You're going to upload the images. You're going to browse. And right here, practice quiz. And here are all the images. If we did not do this, all of these would have red X's. I'm using Google Chrome to upload these at once. If you don't use Google Chrome, you'll have to upload them one at a time and take a while. So those are all the images that you see, and you're going to save it. You're going to go back to the folder BYOT, and you notice I have practice quiz files. This is where all the images are housed, and this is the actual link. So now when I click on this link, you'll notice that I have the images here. Otherwise, these would be red X's. Here's my link. Copy it. Right click, copy, go to your It's Learning. Let's go all the way, and I'm just going to post it right on the front. You can, wherever you want to house your content. I'm going to upload as a link. We'll call it practice quiz. We'll call it BYOT practice, and then OK. And once we do that, the students can go right here. They can click on the link, and now they can practice this problem over and over and over. Let's say we pick B, check your work. Nope, we got it wrong. We can retake it, and let's see, how about D? Is that the right? Yeah, so this is just a practice way. Now, what I do is I use the same quiz that I have my practice, but now this is going to be the actual quiz. So instead of a practice quiz, this is going to be the real deal. So I'm going to rename it, and I'm going to scramble the questions, but since I only have one, it won't let me, but you can scramble the question and the order of your choices. And since this is formative, I just use my same practice quizzes as I do my actual quizzes. This time I am going to export it again, but I am going to click export as a test. It's not really a summative test, but a formative test. So you click here. I do click here to show test score to students, so when they submit it in the classroom through a QR code, they will actually see their grade, and then it emails me their grade because I put my name in, and then here's my email address. I only use this for formative quizzes. I don't really suggest it for summative. And now we're going to save it. So we're going to call it quiz, and we'll just call it quiz. So this is the real deal. I'm also going to rename it one more time as a RTF, because I will put a QR code on the quiz, because I do let them have a paper copy just in case they can't see all the questions on their phone if their phone's too small. So I will be pasting a QR code to this. Now we're going to go back and do the same process. We're going to go to ePortfolio, my files, my web files. We're going to first go to your BYOT or your own little folder, whatever you want to call it. So I'm going to upload the HTML first. So I just called this one quiz. I'm going to save it. Now we're going to make a file just like we did here, a file for the folders. So I just named this quiz underscore files. So when you do create the folder for your images, it's always the exact same name as your quiz, as the HTML file, but you have to add underscore files. Click OK, open up the folder, upload all those images, go to browse, and it was right here. Again, only 3, but usually I have several more than that. But using Google Chrome is the key here. Save, and then this time I go back to that folder, I find the HTML. Now when I open up, I'll have no red X's, and this time, you know, it's a little different. This time they have email. They don't need to put your email address in. It comes to you automatically. They can put their email, and that way it will email them their own grade, but I normally just have my kids put in their first and last, no ID. And so now I'm going to copy. I am going to go to a QR generator. I'm going to paste. I'm going to click generate. It's going to generate this QR code. I'm going to right click. I'm going to copy image. I'm going to open that quiz. And remember, it's an RTF quiz right here. It's going to open up. It's just like a Word document. I'm going to paste my QR code, right click, and I'm going to format the picture. It's always good to format and the layout and let the image be on top. That way you can move it where you want to. You can shrink it some. Put it right up here. And then I'm going to save this. I'm just going to resave it. So here, whenever the kids come in, they take their quiz. You can just have a class set, and they don't have to write on this. They can write on their own paper. And then once they scan this, it'll pop up in their phone or their iPad or iPod, whatever device they're using. And they will click on their answers, and then when they submit, it will email me their grade.